AnecDoodles, yeah! Okay, we're gonna start off by saying that I'm an idiot. Last weekend, me, Dave, and Gabe, we came over to David's house, and we were planning on shooting some videos, or starting some videos and editing, and it ended up that we just sat in his basement for, like, the whole day. We were all completely, like, brain dead by the end of it. Gabe and Dave were all editing the whole entire day, and I was basically just sitting there, and every once in a while they go, "Oh, hey, Mike, is this okay? Is this good?" So at the end of that day, we all came out of the basement. It's all bright outside. We all feel kind of drowsy and stuff. And I brought a prop gun because I thought we were going to be shooting a video, but that never worked. And I didn't bring a bag or anything because I got driven there. It dawned on me at that moment that I'm supposed to walk home with a gun. How am I gonna do that? It's like the middle of the day. There's people outside. I'm not gonna walk down the street with like a gun. Like, oh, what's up? Oh, it's just a prop gun. They can't tell. So David's mom asked if I want a bag, and David's like, no, a plastic bag. It'll look even more suspicious. They can see through the bag. So I decide, like an idiot, to put the gun in my pants. Everyone says bye to each other. We leave. I start walking down the street. Like 6 houses down. I'm not even off David's street yet. There's a kid and his dad playing ball. The kid throws the ball over the dad's head. It lands like right in front of me. Like, oh, okay. For some reason, I completely forgot that there's a plastic pistol stuffed in my pants. I lean forward and it starts jabbing into my stomach. I'm like, okay, and I just stand there. I'm like half leaned over, and the dad just stops and he starts looking at me. I'm like, oh, and I smile and I struggle to get the damn thing, and I pick it up and I throw it to the dad, and I keep walking, and my stomach really hurts. Now at this point, I get onto the bike path. I keep walking. There's this guy with a stroller, and all of a sudden he just turns his head around and starts looking at me. It's not like a passive like type of to see who's behind him type of thing. This guy turns around and his eyes like narrow for some reason, as if he's like I know I'm onto you. I'm like, okay, and I pass him and I keep walking, and I pass the playground that's near David's house. Of course, a bunch of kids stop and start looking at me. But the best part is when I cross the road and I keep walking and I see 2 girls ahead of me. Whatever, I keep walking. As it turns out, those 2 girls were from my school. I didn't know until they're like, "Oh, hey, Mike, where are you going?" Oh, I'm just coming back from a friend's house. I'm like, shit, what am I supposed to do? And I try to make awkward conversation. Like, I see they have a dog. I'm so terrible at this moment right now because I see they have a dog. I'm staring right at the dog. I'm like, oh, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, we're just taking the dog out for a walk. I'm like, oh, is she friendly? The girl gives me the weirdest look in the world, and she's like, it's a he, but I don't care. I'm like, shit, I'm totally screwing this up. And as I'm looking at the dog, I just decide to look down. You can clearly see like an L shape in my stomach, in my sweater. Like, there's clearly something going on over there. And I'm like, oh, can I pet it? And they're like, one of the girls is like, yeah, sure. So I go to pet it. The fucking dog moves away. It like moves out of my way, and like I've ducked down. Like the gun's jabbing into my stomach again. And the girl's like, oh, the dog just likes it when you pet it from underneath. I'm like, really? I'm not gonna just walk away. I'm not just gonna say, oh no, I don't pet dogs from underneath and walk away. So I'm like, okay, and it's not even about pain anymore. It's about not showing on my face that I want to cry, because I'm like, okay, there's like this plastic gun jabbing into my stomach. It hurts like a bitch, and the girls are just standing there. So I pet the damn dog. It moves away again, by the way. After I pet it for like 2 seconds, I just barely touch like the tip of a hair. It moves away. I'm like, yeah, okay, bye guys. And I start walking, and I have to and then I'm like when they're a big enough distance away, I start cursing under my breath. It's like, fuck, and I check it, and there's this huge like red line on my stomach, and that's it.